The clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. It's broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he cuts it out to the sideline. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Opening drive touchdown, and two-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for two and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So, Brandon, this either you meet them with force or you get up underneath them with speed in order to try and finish off the play.
Dalton throwing on second down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Last couple of games, A.J. Green's been absent, including Week 15 against the Steelers. But despite his missed time, he still leads the Bengals in receiving yards.
And really would love to play down the stretch because he is less than 40 yards away from his 6th straight 1,000-yard season. That's what he's looking for right now. They can't go to the playoffs. They can't get a winning record. I think A.J. Green would love to have that 1,000-yard season to finish things off.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a... Second and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7. second down. Dalton dances, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, it's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play.
And that's caught inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off. So and he will take it. Touchdown. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost really.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 85 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're...
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 8 now. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to return it to the 20. 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And out now come the Cowboys. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott being chased out left. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Off play action to Elliott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any intercept. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's second down. Dalton looking. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for his second sack of the night. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Rolando McClain. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Throwing. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott now, flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And for the 4th time tonight, they're going to take him down, and this time it gets him a safety. So this is now the 4th time in the last 6 Super Bowls that we've had a safety. Obviously, that's strange when you figure during the regular season, on average, you'll see a safety about once every 14 games. So an oddity here, to say the least. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Dunbar. And down he'll go at the 25. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Dalton throwing on second down. He's going to go up top. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Dallas first down. First down, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now back onto the field, here comes the Cowboys defense. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost, it goes back to the old. When they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated. Right now.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of it. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And this is incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Prescott off play action. Steps away to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Prescott dancing to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 11. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Prescott escaping the pressure right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 30 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable.